Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting and welcome to day 20 of By the Wall for God's Witness to the Wonder. Today we're doing something really fun that I've done before, but it's been about a year since I've done it, and we are making a snow globe. And so I'm actually using this stamp set, Oh Holy Night, that was released last year. I'm using that simply to use as a base for my snow globe, and I'm using this bird, which was a scripture card that I didn't use for a previous day, as the actual snow globe. I have the fuse tool and I've made a circle to match the circle that I created out of that scripture card, and I'm using my fuse tool to kind of seal that up together. Now I will leave a little bit of space so I can add some sequins and glitter to it. Now the fuse tool can seal a couple different plastics, but I prefer to use photo sleeves. They are really cheap and pretty easy to find. Now I do have to say this tool gets super hot. Obviously, it is burning plastic to melt it together, but I have burned myself actually a couple times on it because you have to sit and wait for it to heat up, and sometimes I just don't realize that it's right near my hand while it's heating up, etc. So make sure you're super careful with it, but I find this tool to be so much fun to use. And I didn't burn myself with it today, so that's progress. Now I don't have very many sequin colors, and so I actually used some sequins that I've had for a long time from Stampin' Up, and they were actually already like self-adhesive sequins, ones that you would just, they have the glue on the back side already and you just pick them up and place them wherever you want. So last night I took a while to actually strip all the adhesive off each sequin. So if use what you got, I guess. But it did take a little bit of time, and so I decided to not do that on camera for you. I also wanted to add a little bit of glitter, and so I have this tinsel colored glitter that was from the holiday line in this glitter duster, and one puff is definitely enough. I had messed up and done a couple of different squirts of the glitter beforehand on a different set, and it just had to completely trash that one because too much glitter is not good. So anyways, less is more with the glitter. So I do love my fuse tool, but I don't like the lines that it leaves on the edge of the plastic. So I'm upgrading my snow globe this year by cutting out a little ring so I can cover up those seal marks. I'm adding some distress ink to this ring, not only because I like it, but also because when I created this circle, I drew it out with a pencil, and when I erased that pencil mark, I kind of erased some of the paper, like it looks, faded, I guess. And so I'm adding that distress ink to bring that color back. So now I'll start assembling this snow globe together, but I did want to talk a little bit about day 20's devotional. Matthew 2:3 says, "When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him." Judy writes, "Troubled is a mild description. The Roman Senate had made Herod king, and he was obsessively protective of it. He had many sons, but focused on 7 as possible successors. Rumors of assassination plots swirled around these 7, so that Herod continually changed his mind, having different ones demoted, arrested, put on trial, or even executed." She later writes, "Herod and Jerusalem totally failed to comprehend that this king was not coming to free Israel from Rome, but to free all who believed from sin's penalty." So as we complete this day's devotional, we're asked, are we like Herod in Jerusalem and so consumed with our own life that we don't even see the true king? So coming back to creating the snow globe, I'm sure you saw I did stamp just the bottom portion of the Oh Holy Night stamp set, and I stamped it in VersaFine ink and then used my clear embossing powder to create that nice shine. And that's what I'm going to use as my base, and I will actually punch my memory decks holes in that. I want to make sure the backside of the snow globe looks good as well. And so I'm using that paper pack, and I just traced a circle from the actual snow globe that I'm working on. And then I will be gluing the bird down to it. And then as well, I'll be adding that paper pack piece because I don't like the background of the bird because the bird is a smaller circle, as you can see here, the back side. And so that is why I cut another piece of paper out to add to the back side of this snow globe. But before I put this back piece on, I want to make sure to put the base of the snow globe down first. And so I punched the holes for the memory decks card, and now I'm just adding the glue on the whole back side. But don't worry, I'm going to put that base down first. I'm just making sure that I'm putting it in the right place as I turn it over. So I'll put that down, and then I will smush the back piece on. There was a scripture card for today's date, and so it was perfect because it came in a circle. I mean, obviously it was a 4x4 square first, but the white section that was housing that verse was a circle, and so it matches perfectly with what I have going on here. So I smushed that on the back side as well, and then I'm adding a little bit of ribbon because it felt like it was missing some color on the front side of this snow globe, and so this ribbon really makes it look like a present and just completes the front side. Now, if you haven't seen my seam binding dyeing video yet, go check that out. This is actually seam binding that I dyed with some distress oxides and distress inks, and I love dyeing this ribbon. It has a great feel to it afterwards. I love the crinkled look, and it's just great that you can make whatever color you need. Now, somehow I need to add day 20 to this card, and so I took out these tile alphas, and once I have this ribbon down and glued, I'm going to turn it over and add day 20 to the back side of this card. I'm just going to put it down here at this base because it seems like it's missing something down here. So I'll use my tweezers, add that, and then I want it to stand out a little bit more. So I know you've seen me do this before, but I just take a micron pen and add an outline to all those little rectangles, and that really makes it pop. After that, this snow globe card will be finished. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can click that bell notification button, and that will notify you every time I release a new video. If you haven't followed me over on Instagram yet, my name over there is Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. I'll link everything I use down below, and thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas.